What are we calling this?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Do we even say a title?
So we're gonna get here started. We're gonna get started here.
Hair started?
Yeah, I have autism or dyslexia or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, my name is Marco Pola. This is Emeka Uzamba. Do I pronounce that correctly or no?
Yeah, Uzamba.
Okay, and this is Gerald Beverly.
Wait.
Howdy ho, folks.
Okay, so we're gonna do some talking. This is gonna be my talking stick.
Okay.
So we don't interrupt each other. Okay, we can pass it to each other and have some nice things to say. So, what's our first topic of discussion? I know we're not really that organized, right? This is our first one. So, what do you think we should call this? First of all,
I don't know.
Buffalo Cold combo.
Thanks. So as I'm editing this, we've decided on a name. It's going to be Always Rushing. Never Prepared. So what's our first topic? Let's get into it.
We want to talk about Space Jam, man. And, how exactly do you guys want to dive into it? Do you guys just want to... How do you guys feel?
I would like to avoid all spoilers because I have not seen this movie yet.
I'm the only one here who has seen it, and I will try my best to not spoil anything.
So let me take my first take on this. I personally don't like it all when people get a remake or something, they'll say, it will never be better than the original. And they're like, no matter what happens, because who's to say that it can't become better, worse, and whatnot. So, with that being said, I saw all Twitter pretty much just destroy LeBron in Space Jam. What's your initial reaction for you seeing it? And then I want to hear from Gerald to see what your take on all the hate is too. But from you seeing it, what's your perspective?
So, forget like the whole just movie aspect of it. Actually, you kind of have to talk about it. But I just feel like people are acting like Michael Jordan was this Grammy-nominated, award-winning actor. When if you really, really watch the original Space Jam, he definitely was reading a script the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think people are trying to kill LeBron when it's like they play basketball. You know what I'm saying? They're hoopers. They're not necessarily actors or...
So it's the acting for you?
No, there was nothing wrong with that. I just don't like people's take on it. Like, they're like, oh, LeBron can't act or just them talking about... It's more so people hating on LeBron than actually taking in the movie.
It always comes back to that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, MJ's better than LeBron in real life, which he's not. But people always think, oh, MJ's better than LeBron, so his movie's better. Like, guys, like, if we really look at it, like, okay, Space Jam's a classic, but, like, really look at it and really, like, look at each movie and you decide. Don't let Twitter or social media be like, oh, MJ.
Okay, that's a fair point. So now, Gerald, from social media, as you've seen, there's been hate. So what's your take? Are you excited for the movie? How do you plan to watch it?
I'm keeping myself ignorant to what's going on social media and stuff because, like I said, I want to avoid spoilers. But I want to see it in theaters, one, because it's been mad long since I've been to a movie theater because of COVID and stuff, so I want to go and experience that and stuff. And, I mean, as a kid who grew up with Space Jam and original stuff, I'm going to obviously like the old one, probably originally. Give that one, it's like a tough, it's like my favorite basketball movie of all time. So it's going to be a tough thing to top. But I'm giving this new Space Jam a chance. It's a new age. It's 2021, not 1990. When is 96 or something like that came out? And like it's like also all the new CGI and all this stuff, and seeing the Looney Tunes, how they look and stuff. It's gonna be fun. Like I don't think I'm not gonna not enjoy it. You know, baby, but that double negative definitely was. But I think it'll be fun. I think it looks good from the commercial stuff. I think it's gonna be good. It's like I just don't think for me personally, will I put it over the original Space Jam? Probably not.
See, my thing is about that is you haven't even watched the movie.
You're absolutely right.
And you're already saying
that was to my point.
And you're already saying it won't be over it just because of the nostalgic. You know the word I'm saying. That word, is really what's like making Space Jam better for you. Whereas, you watch it back.
Yeah, and can I say something too? I thought the funniest tweet that went viral was Space Jam was made for kids, not 30-year-old men on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Facts. So did you feel like more of a kid when you were watching that, like in your headspace?
I think the best thing to do is not go into the movie with expectations of I want this to be a great movie when it's just like just going with no expectations and just enjoy what you're watching. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Rather than being like, Let me put this against Space Jam, the original, when they're two different movies. Both very dope.
So, now that you've seen the movie, what do you think? What movie was better now, without you going with any expectation?
So I have been talking a lot about how I think LeBron's movie was better. I'm gonna be hypocritical a little bit.
Hypercritical.
Hypercritical?
Office reference. All right, go ahead.
Oh, nice. Well, I really remember Space Jam as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So like, it slapped. Whereas I'm an adult, so I understand like life more than I did when I was a kid. So like, there was just
21 years old.
so mature, and it's just like, it's and it's just like some of the jokes are like, that's kind of cheesy, that's kind of corny.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you're a kid, you're like, but no, LeBron's is better. I'm a LeBron fan.
Oh, so that was your conclusion, though?
Yeah.
So why were you being hypocritical, then?
Because...
That's not hypocritical at all.
Yeah, but I was going to... For a second, I was like, Michael Jordan's is better in my head. But then I was like, no, we can't say that because LeBron's the greatest everything of all time.
More importantly, Gerald, do you think Lola's going to be a baddie out there?
No, I think I already read an article how they destroyed her.
Bro.
Well, not destroyed her, but like took the whole sexualizing Lola type.
Lola, shout out. That's my girl.
Yeah, Lola was, she was a...
I'm spoiling it. They did her filthy, bro.
I believe it.
She was supposed to be so bad, bro. And
with CGI, too?
Yeah, she would have been a smoke, but... You sound like some creeps, but...
it just didn't, like, slap the way I wanted it.
No, there was a whole article on that. Like, how they were trying to take that... They didn't want to do that whole... shit you could get away with in the 90s type thing.
Yeah, so Gerald got rid of all the spoilers, and then he looked up just Lola.
No, they were talking about this like when they announced the movie, because you saw her in the commercial, and people were like, yo, why does Lola look like that?
I was going to give her a crop top, bro. I'm pretty sure she was...
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, before we get...
They didn't even give her a crop top. Okay. So what's our next topic of discussion, Mick?
Do you think it's hairy? I mean...
oh, my God. Well, she is a hare. Because she's a rabbit.
Okay.
Next topic, guys.
This viewership's for adults only, okay? So I don't want you telling your parents and
Bro,
me getting a nasty DM or email. And guess what? I'm going to tell them right now, I don't care. Okay? So save it.
Yeah. You chose
He
to
might
click
care.
this video.
I don't care.
You chose to click this video.
He chose. He cares. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do. You just go down the list.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do athletes dealing with girls.
Speaking of Lola, and then
Jesus.
Okay, let's athletes dealing with the girls. So, Omega, what's your experience so far? Now, I think you'd be maybe the best to equip this since he's gotten a lot of TikTok followers. So, has the energies changed to you since high school? You got the same amount of girls. Kind of dive into that for us.
Well, to start off, I'm a child of God. I actually don't indulge with any type of activity like that.
Respect, brother.
Nah, so for sure, like, definitely growing up, wasn't getting as much attention as your boy is now. You know what I'm saying? The clout definitely helps when it comes to that. I mean, it's chill though. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely have had some rather funny experiences when it comes to females. I was in actually, I'm not gonna be too specific just in case you could be watching, but I was out of town before, and this girl had me as her screensaver. And I was very I was stalked. She followed me around everywhere I went. But yeah, that's just one of the experiences I've had.
She probably is watching this thing.
Yeah, I'm salty. I'm jealous that you have a stalker already.
No need to be jealous. You don't want that one. That stalker.
Slaughter.
So, would you say, though, overall, that you get more attention because of this, or do you think it's not as big of a deal as maybe some of the kids think that they're like, oh, I want to get my following up because I'm trying to get girls? Or, like, what's your experience with that?
I think that you shouldn't go into it with the mindset, I'm going to do this to get girls, or I think you should just do it, like, because you're having fun with it. That's my advice. I think that naturally, if you're just doing anything you really love in life, that, like, you're naturally going to attract what you want to attract rather than trying to do something that you're not comfortable with, and then you're going to attract the wrong type of person that's not going to fit you. So I definitely feel like just do what you want in life and what you're passionate about, and the right person will come your way.
Don't be shallow. Okay, you're not gonna get rewarded from the mouth of Mecca. I like that, from the mouth of Mecca.
Bro, I don't know how to feel about that one.
That's a good one by me. All right, so Gerald, I guess I thought it might be a good question for Mecca, but let's just say he doesn't have the physical stature of you, being 6'8", a huge presence, 6'7", a huge presence, might be over, 250 pounds?
245.
245, we'll say 250, okay? 250 pounds.
Yeah, bro, look at his muscles.
Jesus.
I've personally seen this when he's walked in somewhere and girls either kind of the heads turn or you literally get physically assaulted and groped. Okay? It's not just, and again, it's a very important issue, but Gerald literally gets groped and people go onto his body and grab his chest. So,
yeah, that's
is it an issue though?
I mean, depends on. I mean, what if I did that to a
yeah,
girl?
there's double standard.
Yeah,
Rightfully
like,
so. There should be a double standard.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's aggressive, right?
I've definitely had some aggressive encounter, like girls just coming up to, like one girl. I was just having a conversation with Mark, and my back was turned. This girl just comes from behind me, and just like this.
I witnessed it.
Like, what the heck? And she just like, I turn around and it's like, oh, what's up? Why'd you do that? And like, she's like, oh, I see you and I like you. And I was just like, cool, thanks. I don't feel the same, but I mean, it happens. Like, I get touched and groped. I mean, I take it as flattery, but like, I'm not acting like I'm getting groped like all the time, like where I go and stuff. I'm not like that, but it just happens. It's just like catches you off guard. You know what I mean? But definitely, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Doesn't not make me feel good about myself. Like yeah, of course it does. But I just
so in comparison to high school and college,
high school.
and I think the average person wants to know if you're verified, you're professional basketball. On a daily or weekly basis, how many girls are sliding into your DMs or trying to interact in some sort of way?
On like a daily basis?
Maybe monthly. I don't know. Like, let's say you get signed to a new team, or I just think people are curious to see. Like,
okay, now if I was when I signed to a team, usually like a lot of the fans follow stuff, and with those fans come the closer, more involved fans per se. Sometimes, and that's
he means groupies.
Yeah. And that happens, but like when I'm home chilling stuff, like I mean, every once in a blue, like I get a girl coming in, like we do the Instagram liking game. They like 2 pics, you go to their page, you like 2 pics, and they come back like 1, you like 1. Okay, all right. Game.
Girls, does that work? I want to.
And then so that happens every 2 weeks or so. Like might happen every once in a while.
And hold up before you go. I do have a question, a very important question, and you can answer on that. Have you guys, and this is for both of you, have you ever had a preconceived, and I want the honest truth, okay? Have you ever had a preconceived strategy that you go up to a girl and you try to exchange TikToks or Instagrams so that she can see that you're verified or that she can see that you have a lot of followers, therefore propping you up? And I want to know the truth.
So I'll take it away, right? I'm going to be 100% honest. I personally try my best not to use my platform to, like, get a female or anything like that. I have on several occasions though used it to my
advantage.
Yeah, and it works every time.
So give me an example. What does that mean?
Okay, so this was probably the funniest time I used it.
Yeah.
And it was like right when I first like started getting big on TikTok, right? I wasn't trying to use it, but I was with a group of people that they were just gassing it up. Oh, bro, he's TikTok famous, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't really see that stuff like that anyways, but they were saying all that, showed them my TikTok. The girl went from being like, kind of bougie actingist to like all up on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to go any further, but I think to what your point was that at first she wasn't giving you as much attention, but then all of a sudden she realized like, oh shoot, he's something, so she starts acting different. And you're like, hey, I'm not gonna reject her now, but I'll go with the energy. But I know that's the reason why it turned up. Is that fair enough? All right, Gerald, I want the honest answer, man.
Okay, to break this down, you were actually the original person who told me when we were in Italy to start asking for girls' Instagrams.
See?
And this
It's
was
always
before
somebody else.
I was. This is before I was verified.
Okay.
And I did start, and I did start doing it like that a little bit. Then I did get verified. And so when I'm not gonna sit here and lie, like when I ask for a girl's gram, I do I hope she sees the the check.
Who doesn't? That's a natural human thing. I'm glad you're being honest.
Yeah, it's a cool little feature. I'm not gonna sit here and lie I wish I didn't have it. Oh, it's awesome. But yeah, so when I add a girl on Instagram or something, and she's like, oh shit, you're verified. Yeah, but then I see my followers. I'm like, well, why the fuck you? How are you verified? But you got 3 grand followers.
Wait, the biggest troll comment whenever he has a video go viral. What do they always say?
Then it was like, he can't be somebody. He's verified with 3,000 followers. And blah blah blah.
How are you verified?
I'm a professional athlete, brother. Sorry.
Oh, well, you kind of answered, but what's you ever been you get a girl's gram or something, but you right in front of each other? What's her initial reaction? Is she,
it's not like they're like, oh my god, you're verified. No, it's like, oh wow, you're verified. They'll make a joke out of it. Oh, you're verified and something like that. But what I have had before is when I'm on Tinder or Bumble or something like that, and I put my Instagram in there, and that's probably how I most utilize it, because then they go to the accounts and they're like, oh shit, he's verified. Actually, a girl has told me I thought you were fake. Someone was using my pictures from Instagram just to...
Tinder and Bubble.
Yeah.
Pretty horny over there, are you?
I'm a man. That shit happens. You get down bad sometimes. Do what you gotta do.
And it's gotta be tough for you, traveling overseas and you're constantly in a different country, then coming back just looking for a general connection, not so much always about being horny, but just about interacting with a female. And
it's not always...
Guys,
it happens, So that's how I use my check, I guess.
That's how I use my check.
Yeah, I don't use it enough, but that's probably how I most utilize it, I guess.
But and any more questions relating to the Instagram checkmark? I'm curious to know what you guys have. I honestly have about 1,000 more questions for them personally, but we have a limited time, so let's move on to the next thing.
Whoa, Mark. You just hit 10K on the Instagram a couple weeks back.
I gotta get verified.
What's going on with you, man? I know they're all changing up.
Well, unfortunately, it's not just me; it's Gerald. So, so he's gonna have double verification now powers.
Wait, did you apply for it or something?
Yeah. Oh. I applied for verification. I wanted to surprise him. This is a genuine reaction. What? I'm serious.
Wait.
You applied for it?
Yeah, applied for it.
Yeah, I know you applied for it, but.
No. I had to go through the process.
No.
Yeah. Had to call someone from Instagram. No, I didn't call him. But there's a feature you can apply for verification, and we're waiting, pending. So if you guys hit up Instagram.
I thought you were about to be like, yeah, they gave me the word already. They were at the verify.
Oh no.
We're
pending.
Okay.
I was like, whoa, that'd be crazy.
So now Gerald, what he can do though is say, hey, I'm verified, and then follow my company page, and then that's verified, and then all of a sudden
double whammy,
double down check marks.
Yeah. It's just gotta close after that.
Come on, can't do much more than that.
All right, we're gonna talk about the Suns versus Bucks.
The Suns versus the Bucks.
If you're watching this we're recording this as of right after Game 5.
Yep, 5. So before Game 6.
So if you're watching this and the Suns have won the NBA Finals, then you
mean the Bucks?
You understand what's going on. While we're not aware of that yet, but yeah.
No, it'll be up before, but yeah. All right, go ahead.
I personally, my personal take on it, I want the Suns to win, but I have nothing against the Bucks. I actually really like the Bucks team. I like their players. I'm actually a Giannis fan. I'm almost a fourth Holiday brother, so you know what I'm saying. I gotta rock with Drew. But nah, I want the Suns to win just because I feel like this is. I don't know if it's his last, but I think this is Chris Paul's might be his last real chance to get a ring and be a key factor in that ring rather than being a guy who was just on a team that won.
Yeah.
So I really want him to get this ring.
What about you, Gerald? Who are you cheering for?
I'm 100% with Mike on that. I want the Suns to get it because CP's been grinding for 16 years. He's been in the league. He never really did the super team thing. He tried with LA, but got denied, as we all know. He had his shot with Houston, but then the injury happened. And I've always liked his game. He's been grinding for mad long. I want my man to get a ring. He's worked hard. Even though people say he's an asshole or whatever, I mean, the guy works hard, he plays hard, and I think what he's done for that team is incredible, and how he's helped them.
Bro,
I think he absolutely deserves it. You know, and also don't get me wrong, I'm like the Bucks deserve one too. They're both teams absolutely deserve it. Like they're both franchises that could use a ring for sure. I just think Giannis will get some more opportunities.
100%.
Yeah, like,
100%.
Like I think it's gonna happen. Like
he's biased. All right, he's very biased on this.
I'm not biased.
Okay, maybe not biased, but you have a reason why you want the Bucks to win.
Let's just say I'll be rewarded handsomely if the Bucks win. But throughout the season, I always liked the Bucks, and I thought their missing piece was Drew Holiday. So in the playoffs the last few years, they had Eric Bledsoe, who again is a solid player, but I thought when it came playoff time, defenses were tightening up, and he struggled to score the bucket, and they needed that third scorer. Then Middleton had the onus of being the secondary scorer, and then I thought he had so much pressure on him to make shots. But now Drew Holiday's kind of opening it up for not only Drew to create his own shot, Giannis to space the floor, and Middleton to really come into his own this series. And I think that's been the most impressive part is Middleton. And give him a round of applause. He stepped up, taking big shots, had big games, and making big shots. And then Giannis, too.
I can't even,
he's just, I love Giannis. And I know you guys say he just dribbles. I think that's the most ignorant thing people say about him.
He's actually skilled.
Very skilled. His passing vision's incredible. Incredible defender. What more do you want out of a superstar?
He can't do boo.
Yeah. Just because
he can't do that, he's not good.
I think it's easy for him. I mean, bro, you still have to
You got to do it though.
Yeah, you still have to.
No. And he hit big shots though too, and he made big plays like the alley oop.
But Chris Middleton,
the block,
and the block too.
Yeah, like 2 game-winning plays. The alley oop, the block.
What am I doing right now? Why are you guys doing? Suns, bro. We were going.
I know. Don't get me wrong. I also appreciate. You gotta appreciate greatness. You gotta appreciate what he's doing.
I love you, Chris Paul too.
But Chris Paul is a freaking beast, and I really do hope he gets it. I mean, I think Game 6 is going to be. Whew.
Yeah, it's going to be.
We're going to see it. Yeah, I think Chris Paul is going to put it out there.
Oh, imagine he snaps.
He's going.
No,
he's snapping.
Yeah,
if he comes out sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he'll at least give it a go. I think
it's going to be bad on him if he comes out sorry.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to.
If he comes out, gives him 40. But look, regardless of who wins, I want it to go Game 7.
Game 7.
I want it to be intense. You know what I'm saying? I like this series right now. I do.
Yeah, I think.
No, go ahead.
No, keep going.
No, I said I personally hope that Chris Paul at least takes like 30 shots or has an aggressive mindset in that. I'd rather him miss a lot of shots and lose than kind of be passive.
No, I don't think.
And I just don't. And I get what he's doing. Sometimes you got to make the right play, reading the defense, and it's easy to sit back as a fan and say, why aren't you taking every shot? Well, the shots aren't open, and we want a good flow. But I think in his mindset, he needs to be aggressive, attack, and make something happen.
You think he's nervous right now?
No. I think he's ready.
Absolutely not.
I think he's nervous.
I know. No, not Chris Paul.
No.
I think
dude, that
Chris Paul.
He's too seasoned, dog.
I think Chris Paul's at the crib right now. Like,
I think he's at the screen like saying, "Fuck."
I think he's like,
I don't think he's nervous.
Listen. That being said, I feel like he's like, damn, if I lose this,
I don't think so.
I think I'm down bad right now. If I lose this one.
I think he's like, he's getting into killer mode in my opinion. Like he's gonna come out Game 7 firing. Like,
well, guys, let's wait and see.
Yeah,
that boy
when is Game 7? Is it next tomorrow?
Oh. It's Wednesday, I think. Today's Sunday. Or no, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Is it Tuesday?
Yep, and today is Sunday. Happy Soul Sunday, by the way. All right, next. Let's go with next topic.
Next topic. Players versus team.
All right. Players versus team. So, there's been some news that Damian Lillard hasn't confirmed that. Gerald, enough. He's always doing childish stuff like this. He can't keep his hands to himself. All right. So there's been news out in Portland that Damian Lillard wants help. Okay, that's the short of it. And he's denied that he's requested trade, but he said there needs to be a sense of urgency within the organization that he's trying to win. Okay, Giannis said the same thing. They went out and got Drew Holiday. From a team versus player perspective, and I'll kind of go first on this, is that I think I get what you guys are saying that teams have to be or are not loyal to the players and they trade them, but you got to look at it from their end. The two sides agreed to a deal, okay, And I think that it's okay for Damian Lillard to want good stuff to happen, but for players to request a trade or not, I'm kind of usually more on the team side of this, and I want to hear your thoughts.
I think I'm the product that's bringing the views. If I'm a star player on an NBA team, I think I make whatever decisions I want, and y'all just going to have to deal with it.
Okay, that's a fair take. What about you, Gerald?
I guess I would have to base it on the efforts the team has made through my span with them. If they aren't showing much improvement or much effort or treating me the way I feel I should be treated, then I think I have every right to. At the end of the day, it's about your happiness, and you gotta be selfish at a point. And I think Dame has given his heart and soul to that organization. Go
ahead.
I mean, if he feels like it's time to get out, it's kind of get out. I mean, you can't play forever, man.
That's actually facts. Like, you don't want to, like, okay, I'm not going to take back what I said because I still believe that, but I also don't think you should take the easy way out. Like, I feel like a lot of players, Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant, that's some, is this something?
I'm scared of Kevin.
Something in the air? What's going on?
I'm scared of Kevin. I'm not taking on that bet.
Is something in the air right now?
He's an all-time great, though.
Oh, no, trust
100%
me.
is.
Kevin, my boy. You're tough. Bro.
I'm scared of you, Kev.
I'm not scared of you.
He's a bug.
You're tough, bro. Like, I respect your game. People sometimes say I play like you.
What?
I've never heard that in my life.
Hey, I will go in the comments right now and find every comment that they said I play like my boy KD.
Please,
You
okay.
don't have the. Okay.
I'm also a foot shorter than you. But anyways,
2 foot.
hey, relax. What am I, 5 feet?
I'm kidding. All right, your point though.
Oh yeah.
2'7".
Oh, but you've been taking the easy way out, bro. KD, like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel you. The next move, I mess with that. But the whole Warriors move, bro.
Okay, well, before we get completely off topic, the discussion was the player versus
it's KD.
versus management,
It's
okay?
KD.
And I will say, Damian is this is probably the hardest example for me to argue with the team because he's obviously, I feel like a real one. Mm-hmm. Every organization wants. He hasn't tried to move at all. I just think he wants help, and I think this is okay to create a sense of urgency within the front office. Saying,
let's help this man.
We'll get to a topic later down the line where I'm with the team way more than you think as far as the players, because I've seen some players get that contract and coast it, and now the players and then the team's like, well, we signed you. Like, and my favorite quote is from Mr. Deeds. He's like, well, if you play worse, can you pay you less? What do you think the players are going to say? No. And the teams are making a risk in making some of these deals, and I think players also capitalize off of it greatly because at the end of the day, the owners are providing this platform for the players.
Is it okay for Damian Lillard to ask for a trade?
Yes, of course.
So he can get up out of there.
I mean, I hope he stays, and again, I don't like using Lillard as an example because it's hard for me to even speak badly about it.
Can he leave? Or
I hope he stays.
But if he leaves, it's not bad.
No.
Depending on where he goes.
He's putting enough work.
He's putting enough. I think he's earned that.
Yeah, he's earned the right to leave now.
Right, but KD, we're not rocking with you, my guy. Like,
all right, Katie, we'll get back to it another time. What's our next topic?
Kevin, bro.
I guess that's you're really salty about that.
I mean, bro, if you lose in a pickup game, right? Do you think in your head, oh, I want to go join the team that just beat me?
I mean, no, I wouldn't have wanted to either. And also, it's also the fact that they were so damn close to beating them too.
No.
Like that's
close. You were up 3-1.
Yeah, like but hey, he did what he did, and it's now 6 years old now. So
Let's move on. What's our next topic? Our last topic.
We're gonna talk about Kevin Durant. Park takeovers, and our experiences with it and how we feel about it.
So, I would say park takeovers. At first, I was confused at even what it was. And for you guys, you younger kids out there, what I want you to do is pause this video, open a new tab, and type in "and1 basketball" because I'm not sure if you guys remember what that is, but that's kind of what this reminds me of. Is this next wave? When we were, me and Gerald were younger kids, we had idols that we looked at too. The Bone Collector, the Professor, Hot Sauce,
Half Man, Half Amazing,
Escalade, Half Man, Half Amazing, and you guys will see this is kind of the new age and1 in my opinion.
Yeah,
What's your take on that?
Bro.
Who?
LeBron.
Okay, Gerald, what do you think about this park takeovers? This dude shot.
What did you say?
I don't know what he's talking about.
The park table, I think they're fun. It's a cool take on basketball. It gives people a lot more opportunity to interact with these TikTok stars and everything, and like just go out there and play. I mean, at the end of the day, it's pickup, and who doesn't like a good game of pickup? And just getting the crowds around it makes it even just that much more fun and everything. You know what I mean? I mean now with and one and stuff. If we're comparing it to, I think there's a lot more like showboating and like really making an effort to try and embarrass somebody. Don't get me wrong, there's the TikTok guys who do that and stuff too, but like what at least from what we've experienced, it's just been solid pickup and just meeting people and having a good time out on the runs and stuff like that, you know, and with highlights there, here and there, and I think it's a lot of fun. Like, will we bump into like the embarrassment and trying to embarrassing moments? Probably at some point and everything, you know, and like just I like the good competition about it. I think it's just a great angle for basketball.
I agree.
Are you done stroking out, or are you gonna answer the question?
Hey, bro, LeBron was tough at N1.
Okay.
I don't know what they're talking about, but yeah. Anyways, I personally, I really, well, I mean, I do them, so I really like park takeovers, and I like what it does for the community. I feel like it brings people out. It highlights people who maybe never got a chance, you know, growing up, or just they never got exposure, so now they get a chance to highlight themselves. What I don't like though is when like creators like they like take out stuff, or they like delete scenes when it's like, bro, we all make mistakes.
Yeah,
and like
100%.
Put them on this.
Like there's no way I'm making every shot at a park takeover unless I'd be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not making every shot. You know, so you might as well put it in, because honestly, I feel like as a viewer, I mean, I've watched D. Friga, those guys. As a viewer, I like being able to see them mess up, because now it makes you feel like, okay, you're human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like not this.
I agree with that. But no, I definitely rock with the park takeovers. They're super fun. The atmosphere is like when you have a really big, like a lot of people watching. The atmosphere is awesome.
The energy gets jumping,
bro. And yeah, I think they're legit. I think that I know some people say that they're corny. And I feel that to an extent, just a little bit. Like, just on the, like, I seen this one clip of like, it was this old dude, had to be in his late 50s, early 60s. He was playing in one of the park takeovers, and somebody dunked on him. And like everybody like made this big. I mean, it's cool because it highlighted it, and now we get to see it. But like, bro, this is an old dude hooping. Like, he's just trying to play some pickup basketball, and these guys with cameras.
Kids.
These guys with cameras.
Look their kids in their face.
Like, could you imagine just being at a court hooping
and like he probably didn't even expect that thing was going to happen.
No, not even that. Like, you're just at a court, just hooping, just playing normal pickup, and all of a sudden, you see hundreds of people lining up. You see people with cameras coming. Like, I'm sitting here like, bro, what's going on right now? And now you got these high flyers and pro athletes dunking on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not your average day at the park, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. But I like them.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
And I'll just finish with this, that I think park takeovers are a lot of fun more when everyone starts to come out and the energy is going. I think that's when it's the most fun. And I also think it's cool to have, like, for younger kids who come out and all of a sudden they're matched up against, you know, a pro or famous TikToker, and they're like, wow, this is actually how it is. Like, how many times when you're growing up you want to play with some of the best players, and at least, not that Gerald's going 100% all the time, but it gives you an opportunity to see the size, the strength, the speed of guys who can really play basketball and say, hey, I need to get to this next level. And it kind of motivates you in a way, or discourages you, you know, depending on how you're built. And that's personally what I like. And I also, now, from entertainment fan, I love people getting dunked on and crossed over and embarrassed too. I think it's funny.
But not just that. Also, you're talking about like how people get to come and see like guys of really good caliber play. But I'm talking about also like, think about as a kid, or if you're a kid and you watch this right now, think about the people you scroll on your phone all day and you look at and you're like, bro, he's awesome, or like I really like this guy, or even I really hate this guy.
Yeah, I hate him too.
Now you get a chance to see them in real life, and it's like, whoa, they're here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went from seeing somebody on your phone all the time to now you see them in real life, and it's like, I want to say it's surreal because everybody's a different outlook on it, but like it's cool, bro.
Yeah, and then the last thing I'll say is YPK Ray came to Buffalo for our event, and I had a girl that I trained, and she goes, it was so cool to see him because he always comes up on my For You page on TikTok, and it was just like, wow, he's actually here. Can I take a picture? And she even said, like, it was cool how nice he was and, like, how humble he was, because you just never know when you're encountering someone like that. So,
Facts.
please let us know any other topics that you want to hear about. We're going to try to do this once a week. We're going to have fun with it. Talk a little about life, relationships, basketball, and
Both of those combined.
yeah, and both of those combined. Love and basketball. Maybe that's what we should call it. Okay, heartbreaking basketball. We'll get into Gerald's love life.
We will not.
Not yet,
No,
but we will get into
we will
that.
not do that. No.
We have a lot of funny things, and
That's a
anything
shut
else
door.
for you? Maybe your love life a little bit.
Nah, we're not doing that.
He's got a black heart now.
No, it's a shut door. We're not going in there.
One thing that I have to say before we leave, LeBron is like one of the greatest N1 players of all
Bro,
time.
what is you talking about?
All right, guys. Thank you. Oh yeah.
Oh, we knocked the funnel off? Oh, darn.
Here, Gerald's gonna get my freedom funnel. Shout out to one sec. Dan, the Freedom Man. Okay, Freedom funnel. You have to be 21 to use this, okay? But it's fun.
I could use a little juice.
Okay, fine. Huh? It's a Freedom funnel.
It's like you drink it for the...
Okay.
Yeah, it's
If you made it this far,
it's
then
a
you love us.
it's a
We love you
funnel,
too.
guys.
Yeah, you're awesome. Thank you.
Shout out to Apple.